Well, hey everyone. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. This is Nancy, the NP from Caregiver Success. I'm sorry I haven't been around too much. A lot of working, vaccinating in Connecticut. Had a big party with my family, lots of family members. And I hope you had a nice holiday so far. I know we're coming into the new year and there's a lot to be grateful for. And I want to go over some things that you can do when you're gathering together with friends, since it's been such a long time since many of us have seen our friends, our family, our grandparents, people mingling together. It's a time to come back and reflect on what's happened in the last year. And there's some things I wanted to show you that you can do when you're together. The first thing I do when I'm with my family is I talk about health, like how's everybody been over the last year. For my family members, they're all over 60 and there's 7 of us, and we can go around the table and say, so how was your year? Was your thyroid okay? Do you have colon polyps? Is your cholesterol all right? Any major problems that may be genetically linked to us that we should know about? And it does turn out that all my family members have colon polyps, and many of my family members have thyroid problems and high cholesterol. So it's really good to kind of catch up, because it helps you not dig through the weeds to find out what may be some problems you have. You may already have them and not even know it just from being a family member. Okay, so that's a really important thing. And you should probably do that regularly, like every 6 months if you can, even if you can Skype together, just so you can communicate that. Another really important thing to do for everyone over 18 is to have an appointment of my healthcare representative and my living will or healthcare instructions. 2-pager, very simple. You do not need a lawyer. The people who sign as witnesses need to be over the age of 18. It can't be one of your proxy or representatives that is a witness. So grab a neighbor, grab a priest, grab a friend, grab anybody you can that's over 18 to witness the signing of your wishes. The first page is about my healthcare representative. So my husband just had hernia surgery, so we provided this to the hospital before he went. It allowed me to be his primary proxy, and then his brother was his alternative representative, should anything happen during surgery. And then the second page was healthcare instructions. Does he want to be resuscitated? Does he want to have artificial feedings? Any respirators, something like that? Or does he not want blood transfusions? There's a line to write what you don't want, so it's specific. And as long as you're alert and able to make decisions that belong to you, this is legally binding without an expensive lawyer to get involved. And everyone should have one. You can give a copy to your healthcare provider, put one in the local hospital, carry one in your wallet. You can carry little cards that say who your proxies are. They're small little cards that would fit in with your license, so that if somebody was to find you, they would be able to see what to do for you and who to call right away. That's really, really cool to have. And you can get those online as well. I will provide this information to you on my Facebook page, Caregiver Success. And this way you could download, copies to give to everyone. Put it in with a Christmas card. Put it in with a birthday card. Put it in for people who just got married. This is something that should be legally in order, because you never know how long we have here, and it's really important to put it in writing what your wishes are. This is something else I came upon through all my YouTube videos, and if you want to check it out, Jolene Hill from Australia did a video with me. She's a funeral director, and she did Your Life Wishes. They're these beautiful little cards. This one is, there's a lot to plan for. Do you have a how to notify list, a who to notify list of people, organizations to be contacted after your death, and where it's located? So things like this. At yourlifetalks.com, you could get these cards. And she has a digital book where you can actually sit down with somebody and say, let's just do 5 cards today, and fill in the digital book. My mother-in-law passed away 6 weeks after we got her up here. Many of you know my story. But what happened is we were starting to do these cards to get her wishes in order, and then she died from a ruptured aneurysm very quickly 6 weeks later. So we never got to do this. I know she died suddenly, and there was nothing we could do. She was legally dead, so that she could not be resuscitated. So it was basically understood what we had to do. But your life story was her other cards. These are really beautiful. You could do a digital book about somebody in your family that you love, and there's lots of information people don't know about their moms, dads, aunts, friends. It's like creating your old childhood memories, influential people and events in your life, lifestyle milestones, adventures, and anecdotes. And you can download free my life journal keepsake book to record your answers. So cool. Like, here's some of the questions on card number 30. What is the best and worst advice that you've been given? Wow. How about, have you ever laughed so hard you cried, and why? I would say, and peed in my pants, but that's so funny. And then tell me about your most loved pets. Wow, well, I can tell you a story about that one because we just lost a cat. But what's happening is you can have these kind of stories in a book. Actually, because my mother-in-law died in 2020, right in the middle of COVID, and we were pretty much, going through this quick death of mom, I made a book for the family members of the journeys of mom the last, 6 weeks, and they really treasured it. You could do it on Google Photos, you could do it on Shutterfly, you can make your own books. It was a beautiful hardcover book, and I could show it to you, but we'll run out of time if I go run and get it. So really cool. There's another thing that I think are really great presents for people as we're getting older, like adult coloring books. They sound silly, but what they do is they allow you to work on your perception, your hand coordination, peaceful time, just coloring. I started doing one of these, and if they come out nice enough, you could actually hang them up on a wall. I don't know which one I did, but anyway, really, really pretty. Here it is. Let me show this to you. Looks like this. I'm not done with it yet, but it's pretty. So those are things that you could actually give away for presents. And the very last thing I want to show you is this cool game. It's not really a game though. It's called Less Small Talk, More Genuine Conversations. And it's by Vertellys. Vertell. It looks like a question mark and then an S. And on the back it says, it's time to turn off your phone and reconnect with those around you. Vertellys Classic is a question game, a card game, with questions to play with friends and family. Together you reflect on unique moments of the past year and talk about plans and dreams in the coming year. It's not about who wins, but meaningful conversations with your loved ones. Love this. It's pretty intense. It may not be a nice thing to do with some people who had a really bad year, but you know what? If people are all together, we can all solve each other's problems and help support each other. So this is really to bring us closer and away from our phones. I think we should all get one of these. These are really neat. You can get them online. I don't know how much I paid for this, like $20 or so. Okay, so just wanted to share with you, we're into a new year coming up, and there's so much we can do. We've learned a lot from 2020. Let's just keep going. And this information is things that you can use every party, every time you get together with friends that you love, and to assure that everybody's on the right track for health, mentally, physically, spiritually, any way we could do it. Okay, so I'm from Nancy the NP here at Caregiver Success. Check out my book on caregiversuccess.com. For those of us, we're all caregivers, and also just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Take care. See you in the new year. Bye now.